Territoriality is a behavior pattern seen in animals where they will define and defend a territory that contains resources that they need to survive and to reproduce. This usually consists of their food and water sources, as well as nesting and mating sites. Conflict will happen as a result of the behavior between animals of the same species. Animals will confront one another to establish and defend their territory. The defense is usually non-violent. Violent acts provide a disadvantage between all of the animals involved. It puts them at a risk of being injured or dying. They are better off by resolving the conflict through non-violent means. At long ranges, vocal cues, as well as visual displays such as flying patterns, are used to show their presence. At mid-range, the cues are usually vocal. At short ranges, the animals are more likely to engage one another, though they prefer means such as chasing, steering, or showing dominant behaviors. The Dickcissel is an American seed-eating bird that normally flocks, but will migrate and establish themselves in individual territories during the mating season. The Dickcissel's territory contains the seeding plants and insects it feeds off, as well as providing areas for nesting. The birds will establish and defend a territory until they find mating partners, but will continue to defend the areas containing the nests until the chicks are independent, near the end of the mating season. The Dickcissel is a physically weak animal and relies on the use of its song to define itself and its territory. By using their bird song as opposed to engaging one another, the bird uses less energy defending its territory, meaning it is the optimal course of action. Avoiding conflict also reduces the risk of being injured, which inhibits their ability to reproduce, as well as their ability to care for the young, as Dickcissels will remain caring for their brood until they become independent. The Dickcissel's territory can become disrupted when other birds move into each other's territories. This frees up territory for surrounding birds to claim. If this happens, the birds will become more aggressive and try to assert this territory as their own. Defending the territory is important for the Dickcissel. The territory contains all of the resources that the bird needs to survive, as well as to support its young. If the bird cannot reproduce, or cannot effectively raise its young, it is unable to fulfill its purpose in life. Studies also show that as the amount of vegetation in the territory increases, more mates are attracted to the territory. If the birds are able to attract more mates, they can produce more offspring, and so are more likely to succeed in perpetuating the genetic material into the species gene pool.